Hey guys, it is your boy Golden Murphy here, and today we will be doing a time lapse of me building this nether portal kind of a thing. It's kind of got like a fantasy looking look, and so what I'm trying to go for here is making these pillars. And so when I'm making these pillars here, I'm trying to break it down and make sure it looks kind of like it's old, it's rusted down, it's broken down, and just, I'm trying to, and what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to almost make these pillars, and these, there's going to be two on each side, and, on two, and the two in the middle are going to be shorter, which my plan here was actually to have it be like these, purple flames coming out of the thing. And you can't do that with a flint and steel, so I actually later on in the video actually do that with stained glass. So yeah, and so what I'm doing here is I'm just making sure I'm measuring to the other side. And so what I'm trying to do is right here I'm making the pillar, just making sure it's wide enough. Then I'm adding these stairs to make it look more structurally supported. Then I'm measuring again, and so yeah, I'm just kind of repeat this over and over again. What I'm gonna be going for is I'm gonna be having this plus like a maybe like a hippie commune. Sorry, I can't speak today. And it's gonna be kind of it's gonna be a fantasy area. It's not gonna be like fantasy land or yeah, it's not gonna be like fantasy land, but it's gonna be it's gonna have like hobbit holes and stuff like that. It's gonna have like fairies and it's gonna kind of be like the hippie kind of vibe. So here's what I'm gonna do next is I'm almost trying to make these lamps. What I tried to do here was make it so that they were like swinging around. Well, I mean, I started off with actually just having this thing, I tried to go with glowstone, but that didn't work. So then I tried to have this hanging, swinging thing. I made it a bit bigger, and I know most people actually can't handle the look of glowstone, so I actually added some spruce trapdoors. Um, and then I add in another one on hanging, kind of, it's not swinging as much, I think is the right word. And here I'm actually looking at it from the wrong way, and so I think it's all good. And so here is where I start to make the little fire pits. So I put in the glowstone because that adds light, and then I kind of do this kind of it's the glass thing, but it's the trial and error. You need to figure it out how it's kind of like whatever looks right goes, but it's lots of fail, 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 good, and then it's fail again. So here I'm thinking, oh, it looks alright, and I break it in a bit more, and then I realize, oh no, I'm on the wrong side, and it was covering up the flame pits, so I actually had to undo that. So here what I'm trying to do is light it up a bit more, and then I tried to make it look like it was this little stains in the ground or rocks or whatever using that, but you could actually see part of the whatever it's called, the sea lantern. And so I actually didn't end up implementing it into my build. Whatever looks right keeps. If it doesn't look right, make sure you get it out of your build. Now here I actually decided to add some pillars, and I first had it as stone. So what I essentially did was I added these wood things, and I kind of made it so it was broken down. I had some cobblestone going across, and then I was gonna have an arch, which I started off by using that, and then I realized, oh no, wood would look much better. And then I realized, and I was trying to make sure I didn't do too much, wood in this build, but then I'm like, you know what? It's just wood's just too good. Dark oak planks, way too good. So I actually ended up keeping it in my build, and I stretched it all the way down. So then what I ended up doing was putting in some stone to almost blend it in a bit better, make it look like it was rusting. Then I added like the little platform where the nether portal is going to be having it. Then I added some structural supports to make it look like it's not just defying gravity. Then what I do here is I'm trying to make sure it's symmetrical, even though like builds like this are kind of hard for me until like you get to the detailing part, because I'm a very unsymmetrical person. I know that's gonna start a war in the comments. But yeah, so I'm just filling in the floor. I don't have world edit, so this takes a year. I don't have too many plugs. I don't do many plugins, mods, or anything. I'm clueless about that kind of stuff. Here I'm adding like arches in the back, and I have these two, and so I almost copy it off on the other side is what I do, and I make sure they're kind of, they're perfect. And then I realize I'm gonna have like this big nether portal in the middle, which I already knew actually, and then I'm gonna have like it goes up and all the way around. I made it as big as it could. I thought it wasn't actually gonna work, but it actually did. And then I get caught in the nether, and that sucks. So I actually had to turn off the recording and restart. But here, what you don't know is that I forgot to turn on my thing, so I have this big nether portal in the middle. Now essentially my idea was to have like these, like it's gonna go like around and around, and then it's gonna have like some bars going through, and then it's gonna have another portal on like behind it because it kind of looks cool. And then I added some vines onto the middle one. The middle one will be the one that you enter into. So I light it all up now, and it's starting to look amazing. Here I am struggling to use the fill command because the fill command sucks, really. It does. It screwed me over several times. And then I tried to so I tried to do it again, and I wish that they would just make it like world edit in Minecraft. It would be such a good feature. I don't know why they don't do it. And then I mess up it again, and I was so confused because I didn't do anything wrong. So I tried to use the fill command again to get rid of this mistake, but then it just doesn't. I think this is the place, guys. I'm not sure, but this is where my friends told me to meet up with them. I'd be looking good. What is this thing? Friends didn't tell me about this. What the frick is this thing? Whoa. What is this? It looks spooky. I don't like spooky things. Oh, what's that scary noise? I'm shivering in my tube socks. I'm gonna go away now. I'm gonna go and set up my minivan over here now and make a hippie commune because I'm a hippie. I'm a hippie boy. Like, this thing is weird, man. I'm gonna call up my friends and we're gonna figure out what this thing is and investigate or something.